Well, Ronaldo just resubscribed for 14 months. Good morning, Chris. Bye.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be where you are. Welcome back to the live stream. My name is Jeff Fritz, and today is September 19th, 2019. We're going to write a little bit of code today. How's it going there, chat room? Oh my goodness, look at this. Sean's here, Hugo. Welsh Ronaldo with the sub 14 months. Tremendous with Twitch Prime. Love that. 14-month streak. Congratulations. Thank you so much for that support. Shy Sharp is here. Welsh Ronaldo. Yes. Jurgen's here. Good afternoon. Dee Dee, good morning. Donuts in Bellevue for Dee Dee.
Chris Jones just resubscribed for 14 months. Will, hey everyone.
Hey, Chris Jones. Thank you so much. 14 months with Twitch Prime. That is tremendous. Thank you so much for sharing that. And we'll make donations for all of our subs, all of our cheers to Coder Dojo. They're helping folks improve their careers, learn a little bit of technology, build facilities all over the world. Thanks so much. Shy Sharp. Wow, jumping right in. Let's just ask the question in a minute. We'll talk about that today. I've wanted to take a look at that, but it's good to see you, Dee Dee. Stelzy's here. Coding Gorilla. Caparino. Alligator Blood. Hola. Good to see you. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of Blazor today. How's it going? My gosh. My goodness, our follower goal, we're stepping up leaps and bounds, 7730. If we can get that to 8,000 before November, I will dye my beard rainbow, of course, for Dev Intersection, the second half of the month there. Oh, yes. Dee Dee is flaunting her donut while Michael Jolly looks down at just oatmeal. Yeah. The Cascadia Code font, yeah, we'll talk about that. Oh my goodness. So yesterday we did some work. We worked on the chat bot a little bit here on stream. We fixed up what was an API issue with how the shoutouts were working and how it was verifying, how it was validating that folks were legitimate Twitch users. There was an IRC API we could have hit directly to output that information, but I thought it was more interesting to hit the Twitch API and do this validation as part of it. These people in chat are talking about donuts, and some of us can't eat donuts. Okay? All right? I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, all right? Let's be clear here about the donuts. If you're going to bring donuts, you got to bring some for all of us, okay? We've all got to be able to eat them. And not everybody can eat donuts, so there.
Let me add some value.
Subway 200 bonus 20, reclaiming the crown.
Thanks so much for that cheer, Carrie. Oh my goodness. And we'll make another donation to Coder Dojo. Yeah, cheer with those Subway bits, and our friends at Subway will make a we'll add on 10%, and we'll make that donation as well. Gluten-free donuts. Donut mentioning donuts. Yeah. Apple cinnamon oatmeal tastes like gruel. No, come on now, Michael Jolly. Come on now. Let's see. Let's get some music playing here in the background. What color should I choose? You know what? I'm going to go with yellow today. Reminds me of the color of donuts. Thanks so much. This is Music to Code by our friend Mr. Carl Franklin. It's been engineered, it's been scientifically designed to get you in the flow so that whatever task it is you're working on, you can get really focused into. You can check it out, mtcb.pwop.com. Hugo just executed the music command in the chat room there, and you can pick up your copy today. All right. Eeny, meeny, miny. We've got a bunch of things happening. We've got a dev intersection, a virtual dev intersection that we're going to be hosting right after this today. And my guest today, well, first off, our co-host today, because Richard's is out of town, so we recruited the Carrie Payette. There you see her in the chat room. Will be joining me to co-host today, and our guest is Scott Hanselman. And we're going to be taking your questions. We're going to be talking about all the cool things that are going on with .NET Core, with IoT, with Windows, all those things that you know he's really interested in. Yes, him. We'll have live on the Dev Intersection channel right after this. You do not want to miss. Oh man, here come the donut puns, the baking puns. Yes. So let me see. Can I do a shout out to Dev Intersection? There it is. There's the shout out. Yes, the Scott Hanselman. There you go. All right. Yeah, him. Go ahead. Let loose with all the Scott commands. Go for it. Have fun. Enjoy that one. I know it's coming. Scott! Nah, there's another one. There's plenty of them. Actually, no, we're not getting the one adding value. We're getting the one that received the value. See that? He's the one that's new here when somebody new subscribes. You get that first subscription and hi Scott. Hi, I'm Scott. I'm new here. That one. Okay. Let's roll over to our code and let's get back in and talk about what we were working on with our distributed chatbot and integrating with SignalR, because this was getting really interesting on Sunday, and I want to make sure we come back in and we finish getting this working the way that we want to. We got to get all the Scott commands in here since Dev Intersection doesn't have that critical command. Yeah, that command goes away when we get over there. We're going to turn that off. It will not be running for you. Sorry. I should pull a Ron Swanson and call Scott by another name so he doesn't start feeling like you're friends. How fun would Dev Intersection be if I just called Scott John all throughout the stream? That would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. That would be kind of funny. But I'm not sure it would go over too well. Do it with a straight... I wouldn't be able to do it with a straight face. There's a... Oh my goodness!
Svava Blunt just resubscribed for 12 months. What mischief?
12 months, a year with Svava. Thank you so much for that. I very much appreciate... Oh, all the mischiefs today. All the mischiefs. And we're going to make another donation. Thank you so much. Yes, it would be a career-limiting move. Indeed.
Great Scott!
And Svava, you get a propeller too. Yep. And you get a propeller, and you get a propeller, and you get a propeller. Something like that, right? Blazor time, yes. Let's get in. Let's talk about a little bit of server-side Blazor and have some fun with this. The key is to call him something similar to Scott, but not Scott. Like what? See, look at that. Svava with the propeller hat. Look at that. Everybody wants a propeller hat. Scoot? No, not Scoot. Sean. No, Spot would just not work. No, nah. Dave. See, Dave's just a step to the side there. I don't know. Hey, Rubes. Good to see you. Thanks so much for the host. Appreciate you setting us up there. No, Dot's just too much. Yeah, don't... Yeah, thank you, Musical Bookworm. Thank you. Let's not help me create a resume-generating event. Okay, Don is a little bit different. What are we renaming? We're renaming Scott. Today's guest on Dev Intersection is Sean Hasselhoff. Somebody clip that. Oh, Carrie, we're gonna have a problem. Oh my goodness. Does he want to be renamed? No, he doesn't. It's to keep him yeah, on his toes. So he doesn't feel like we're friends. Just nudge along there. Oh my goodness. This is a trial. This is takes effort, persistence, and we will figure this out. Oh my goodness. All right. How many cheers? How many cheers for me to introduce Scott as Sean Hasselhoff? That's a problem. I can't. I can't. This is wrong in so many ways. I don't know how many cheers do we have? I know. No. If you I'll keep calling you John if you keep calling him Sean. Oh man. Oh dear Lord. Yes, all of the cheers. All of the cheers. That's our sentiment analysis down there. And there's a little bit from the bot about the sentiment analysis. No, and oh wow. With the OBS correctly stating him as Sean Hasselhoff. Oh wow. Chat room, you are not my friend. You are. That is just mean. What you're trying.
My goats.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Sherry Paint. We can train a closed captioning API to replace the names. No. No, we shouldn't do this. Oh, dear Lord. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see. Where the heck's the... I don't like how the new tweet button is down there. That moment when your Twitch chat room wants you to refer to your boss as Sean Hasselhoff. Career limiting move? Oh, jeez. After this, I could join Suze at Stripe. That's just wrong. Don't. Oh my goodness. You're paging Sean Hasselhoff. Scott. Today's guest on Dev Intersection is Sean Hasselhoff. Introducing. Somebody clip that. There you go. Oh, oh, dear Lord. It should be 2 Fs, you're right. Delete that. Yes, delete the tweet. Try this one more time. Introducing Sean Hasselhoff. There we go. Alright. Enjoy. Have some fun with that. Okay, you can call him Scott, but let the label under his video read Sean Hasselhoff. No, this is such a problem. Yes, pair tweeting, that's what we're doing here. Oh my goodness. Oh, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
I drink, and I know things. Squirrel!
Yes, we have certainly squirreled. Oh my goodness, Hugo. What are we gonna do? So there was a comment, there was a question a little bit ago about Cascadia Code. This is a new font that's available from Microsoft that supports programming ligatures, and it does some of these cool things. Right? So if you're using Visual Studio Code, if you're using Visual Studio, you can pick it up and start using it. Yes, chat does have to come to Dev Intersection. Please don't refer to us as John, Sean, and Sherry. Oh, dear Lord. This is... oh, dear Lord. I'm keeping an eye on my Twitter to see just how many times Sean Hasselhoff gets picked up here. Oh, there it goes. Yes. Yeah, get Dev Intersection right. That's all that they've... Richard and the folks at Dev Intersection, let's get Dev Intersection right, but Sean Hasselhoff? So this is a new font that was released, and we can download and use this. So, yeah, let's download it. And go open it. And I'm going to double click. Here it is in Windows. So that I can install it, and hey, I like the 0 with the spot in the middle, like that. Looks classy. So let's install. So this includes font ligatures, and you saw, right? It'll put these together so you have 2 characters or 3 characters that actually looks like one in your editor, because it knows how to use them. So we should be able to just drop this into Visual Studio and start using it. So here's Visual Studio, right? If I go Tools, Options, I'm not looking at you over there, Sean Hasselhoff. I'm watching you.
Wait, Master. It might be dangerous.
It'll be real dangerous. Let's see here. Fonts and colors. So I'm going to change this from consoleless. Where did it go? Cascadia Code. There it is. Right? Now, it's really thin. Right? That's hard to read using the new Cascadia Code. And I can't make it, well, it is already bold. Oh my gosh. How bad is it if it isn't bold? Oh, well, that's better. That's much better. But it didn't turn that into a ligature. I need to turn on the font ligatures. How do I turn on the font ligature? You bet all the cool kids will start using that font. I hope so. No, there is no Sean command. Sean Hasselhoff is already trending? Are you kidding? No, don't do that to me. That is bad in so many ways. Oh my gosh. And oh dear. Oh no. People are talking about yeah. So how do I turn on the font ligatures in Visual Studio? It's a very right, I mean, it looks the same, right, as consoleless. Tools, options, right? Cascadia Code, right? Okay, good. But how do I turn on the ligatures? Nope. Was there a thing in here about Visual Studio? Right. Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. So how do I turn it on? If you're using Visual Studio Code, you need to enable font ligatures. Did we mention, why is it named, why isn't it turning on? They should be on automatically, but right there, look. Right? It didn't ligaturify? Is that a thing? Right? And even, right, if I make that double equals, it doesn't do that. So, you think we need to restart Visual Studio? Sure, let's give it a restart. Right, and we'll reopen that. And we should probably close this, because that would have been a terrible mistake. Terrible. Leaving all these things open. Left all the things open. Okay. Loading the project. Here we go. Nothing to it. Ah, there we go. Look at that. That's much better. Okay. And yeah, that is a different font now. It's interesting. It didn't... even the font, it didn't start using. Like, it was using consoleless until I restarted. That's weird. So, restart the modem. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And, so just restart Visual Studio when you change fonts. The more you know. Okay. So that looks classy. That looks so much better. Right? We want things to look nice out there. We'll start over here. Right? And, yeah. Did I update to latest version? Update to latest version of what? I am on, let me show you. I am on 16.3 preview 4 of this, and it was just released like 2 days ago. What I have done, nope, didn't set a project yet, because we're going to find our way here and we'll set a project. What I did do, yep, I'm working on the Blazor book. Right, so let's go over here. And, oh, what did I change here? I didn't commit those. All right, we'll talk through that. What I did do, I installed a nightly version of the .NET SDK, 30100 RC2, because this is a candidate for release. It's a nightly version. It is publicly available, but it's not on that public release version. There's an issue that I ran into last night with Fierce Kittens. We were doing some work together on GIFBot, and we ran into an issue with how Windows Forms resolves resource files, the resx files, inside with .NET Core. This version has that fix. So I wanted to download, test, and get it ready to go. Make sure that it works with the RTM version, because if it doesn't, they've got 3 days to fix it. And that would be a problem. So, the VS and the Blazor bits. Yes. Chat and stuff. Anyone familiar with networking problems? When I talk to people at conferences, sometimes they ignore me. Those are the kinds of networking problems that I have. You know what I mean? No? That's not the networking? Let me know. Hey, Return to Dust. This is a kind of groovy music like that PGA Tour golf. Sure. All right. Thank you for the following. For the following? Thank you for the follow, Pleb. Appreciate you joining us. So, okay, the number on Stream Elements once again is wrong. It's actually 23 is the final 2 digits there. See this? I feel like I feel like Stream Elements should go out and at least poll for, well, what's the number every now and again so that we have a correct and up-to-date number there. Thank you for the follow, Lemon. Welcome. Let me go fix this real quick. Good morning, M. Holloway. Good to see you. So this should be... Right, the new count over there is 7725. There we go. All right, and if we're nice later, maybe we can also get Scott to talk about the funny pants that have chair legs attached. Sentiments at 99%. Look at that. That's how happy we are today. It's amazing. Yes, I did find the link to the Stream Deck XL. It's $400 for that. $400 for the Stream Deck XL, and I've already got 2 Stream Decks that each have 15 buttons, and I've got a third over here with 6. So I've got 36 buttons sitting here. Don't tempt me, chat room. I might do it. Oh, come on, Sentiment. Having a chair everywhere isn't as useful as people think it would be. I kind of agree with you, Sean. If you don't have space allocated appropriately to have that available is going to be tricky. So, I need 40,000 more bits. No, Gary, no, don't do that.
What'd you do?
It's quite all right. Yes, I am sucking down G Fuel a lot. 2 Stream Decks and duct tape is much more affordable. I agree, and it's right. I've got 2 here. I actually have a third. I've actually have a 4th over there, but I do want it, Legendary Moo. I do want it. I do. But I just can't justify it to myself. I just can't. And I'm going to be talking to the Corsair people next week. Because why get a 32 when what I really want is 64? Or to Mrs. C Sharp Fritz. Yeah, I don't want to justify that. Oh, Nalaj. You hope this helps towards the Sean Hasselhoff fund. No, we're going to write code here at some point today. I promise. We will, okay?
Wait, let me explain something to you.
The chat room has taken over. It is all out of control. I don't know what to do. We left off last time. Can I go there? We were writing some tests to make sure we got feature configuration loaded properly. No, we fixed bugs. We already did that. We fixed bugs. We're ready to go in and start on some of these other back onto our project here and building features because I want to build that user activity notification train and start publishing this application out to other folks. Oh no. Oh, Dee. It's
illegal in 9 countries.
Dee's already been tweeting about Sean Hasselhoff. Oh no. Did that really get happening? Oh no. I'm looking at Twitter worried. Looking scared for Sean Hasselhoff. I know, right? I can't talk straight today. Blah 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 blah. No, I don't see anything about Sean Hasselhoff there from Dee. Oh no. Who is Sean Hasselhoff? Yes. There we go. I'll retweet that. There you have fun with that. Yes. There's a thing there. Alright. I forget exactly where we left off. I was too busy fixing bugs and getting code and getting things set up and interviewing people. I interviewed 20 different people for .NET Conf over the last 3 days. I'm a little out there. And let's see if we can figure out where I left off and get back into this Blazor integration we were trying to do. Yes, the G Fuel helps, M. Holloway. Oh no. No. We can have all the Sean Hasselhoff jokes here. Now she's not here. Okay. Do I make a donation to... So Fierce Kittens has a thing on her channel where if you donate a certain number of dollars, she will set up a command for you on GIFbot. Do I make a donation to her to create a Sean Hasselhoff GIF over there? Or do we do something here?
Oh my.
I don't know. Caparino asks, can I move my .NET Core installation folder to another PC where you can't install apps? You can actually, so, Caparino, when you publish an app to another folder, for another machine, you can publish and include all of the .NET framework in that folder, so that you just copy the folder with the exe over to that other machine, and it'll just work because it's using the framework that's in the current folder. Do it, John. Okay. Making GIFs of Scott's head on David Hasselhoff's body. There's a thing there that we can... There are so many things. So many. Like in 1534 says that's what they do for small applications at work. Yes, it's a great feature of .NET Core. That's how actually I initially published this bot that we're working on. It was an exe that was a web application, and when I published it for Quiltoni and again for Dryad T, I published it and included all of the .NET Core with it because I published it as a I included the runtime and everything, and was able to deliver a zip file and I just said unzip this to this location on disk, run the exe, and it works, and it works great. And they don't have .NET Core installed on their machines. They're muggles. They're non-technical folks installing SDKs. We don't want them installing SDKs, so we deliver the entire shooting match. But the new .NET Core 3, you can actually tell it, trim everything down, combine into one file, and it will do that for you. Yes, Knight Rider. The Knight Rider sound effect with Kit driving by and Scott's face bouncing across the screen. Oh, dear Lord. It is a madhouse. Hey, how's it going there, EcoMath? Yes, Sean Hasselhoff has happened. Oh. Svava, I'm going to give you a moderator sword and just let you go to town just like it's a scythe. Oh, get rid of all the Sean Hasselhoffs. Sean Hasselhoff with Knight Rider Turbo Boost. I could just stay over here in chat mode and we could just talk to chat all day about Sean Hasselhoff. Oh dear Lord. I'm going to hear it. I'm going to hear it in Discord later today. I can already hear Fairy cackling about it. Oh my God! What were you doing? No, don't hassle the Hoff. Agreed. Now we have Sean and Scott Hasselhoff. See, Fairy... Look. We were doing this... No, she doesn't cackle. No. Would I ban anyone for the Sean talk? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Sticking points. Hello, missed me at the Twitch Philly meetup. Can't wait to see me at the next one. Definitely, we'll have to work something out. I can't tell you what kind of FOMO I had with the Twitch Philly meetup this weekend. I really wanted to be there. And then I'll have to make it to the next one. But I'll see everybody in San Diego a week from today. Oh my gosh, it's Thursday. A week from today, I'll be in San Diego for TwitchCon.
Raphael DCA just resubscribed for 4 months.
Hey, Raphael, thanks so much for that sub. Throwing all the emotes at me here. And we'll make a donation to Coder Dojo. And Fairy Wings will be there too. Oh, yeah. So make sure... Hey, friends, do me a favor. Can we get a shout out for Fairy Wings? She is this close to 10,000 followers, and she's going to start in the next few weeks, next month, 2 months, no pressure. she's going to start her journey learning a little bit of HTML and CSS with Khan Academy. You'd like to encourage that. That's tremendous. We want to encourage anybody that wants to learn, wants to spend some time improving, their knowledge of technology, to go out and do that. So let's encourage her. Let's show some support for her and go out and do that. AtomicJ! Oh my goodness. So good to see you. Yes. And we're going to see Dee Dee on Sunday in Seattle. Hello. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, Jay. Let's see. Yes, big support for AtomicJ was during the what was it? Did a month of learning JavaScript online. That was tremendous too. Really, really great stuff. We want to support those folks as they go and learn these new things. Yeah, Jay, I need to get with you on Discord because we're making team jerseys. I want to make sure that we can get one out to you. So learning is so much fun. Absolutely. I should get back into what I'm writing here. What the heck? Where the heck did I leave off? I don't remember where I left off. I was writing a test down here, should get feature configuration, and I don't remember what this was supposed to do. I don't. Oh yeah, big shout out for Jay. For sure. You can check out AtomicJ. She's, right, you've been doing some JavaScript work and learning on your own with Free Code Camp. It's another great resource. When you know HTML and you're ready to learn JavaScript, Free Code Camp is that next step. That's a good place to go. So, yeah, oh my gosh, look at all the love in chat. That's tremendous. I should actually start writing some code here. I know, I want to write JavaScript. How's it going, Blazor, Mr. Magoo? I forget what I was going to exactly write here. I wanted to build some of the tests for this user activity train. And to, should get feature configuration. All right. That's what I was going to build. Which would happen in here. So, somewhere in here, right? What happened here? Okay, good. Oh, look at that from Dee Dee. Yes, with the big tweet for Fairy Wings, for sure. And friends, it's Fairy Wings, not Far Ewings. Those are the people in Dallas, Oil, and they live in South Fork Ranch. Fairy Wings. Hey, thanks so much for the host, AtomicJ. Appreciate that. And let's see. All right, David Ewing from the Knicks. No, Patrick Ewing. No, Sean Ewing from the Knicks. Dear Lord, I don't know what to do here. All right, so we want to make sure that this gets configuration. So we have our configuration here. Chat has me so distracted today. So distracted.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home?
No.
Think with fly. Think.
Yes, I've let them just run away with the stream.
Great Scott.
Well, he's later. Caparino asks, do you find it useful writing unit tests for controllers? I mean, why write tests if some action method's returning a list or not? I kind of agree with you, Caparino. That kind of just verifying that the compiler's doing what it's doing is distracting, is annoying, doesn't actually provide value. Here, where we want to make sure that we're doing the business value that we expect, that it's properly requesting and doing the things it needs to do. Like, get widget configuration. There's some interesting business logic I need to build here to get the appropriate widget configuration for this and make it available. So I need to make sure that that's running properly. So, all right. Why do I have... Okay. And there. That goes away. Good. Good. Yeah, so many squirrels. Now we control the Stream Universe 365. No, you don't. No. It is crazy today. Calvin Allen is here. Hello. And I have not forgotten about you. I do have some reviews to do on the Live Coders stream team list. So, All right. I wanted to test that we were getting the configuration. So this is a user activity train. The idea here is that if there's a new follower, a new subscriber, or a new cheer, we'll have some sort of a train, some sort of a continuous running indicator, whether it's just a number on the screen or it's something crawling across the screen, or even it's a real train just as a widget going across the screen that will show to indicate, hey, we've continued this momentum with new subscribers, new followers, new cheers. And to do that, we need to have configuration specific for each channel so that the widget knows how long to set the timer for the time that we want to encourage between each follow, each subscriber, each cheer, and get that appropriately. So, a marquee. No, we're not going to build a marquee. How much would it cost to get Christopher Lloyd to say, "Great Sean, asking for a friend"? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. You know what, Calvin? Here's what I'm going to do. I have seen... You know what? I'm just going to jump right to the... You're here. You've been very patient with me. And I've seen your stream. You know what? I'm just going to take care of this right now. Because I can. Because that's the kind of crazy person that I am. Let's do this. We've got some developers. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Let's do this. Right. There you go. Check your email, Calvin. And I'll get you... Where's that Discord? Let's get that team Discord real quick. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And there's a private message with a link to the team Discord. Welcome to the team. Because I knew I was going to be clicking that one through. I've got you here right now, so let's do it. All right. Now let's get into it. Any advice to learn a new library from JTF? ILS.
Oh
I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Oh my, indeed. Sometimes it's hard for me to use any new library to use as its particular functions for my code. You know what? When you're learning a new library, learning a new framework, it is tricky. I think it's incumbent on library authors to give different hints inside their library to make it easier for folks to pick it up. Like, when I mouse over right line, I've got help information that pops up that says descriptively what these things do. So my editor is helping teach me what features are available. I would go look for some sort of tutorial or sample project that you can read and go through and learn a little bit. That's published by the library author. So congratulations, Calvin. Welcome to the team. Yeah, just mess with it, right? You can start using a library and break things. So what if it doesn't work? Tinker around, spend some time and get familiar with what's going on there. So nobody's ever going to penalize you for trying something and it doesn't work quite like you expect it to. But maybe you come up with something that's good feedback for the library authors. All right, let's get into this. I was trying to test getting the widget configuration, that we get the widget's configuration appropriately for this so that we can have it all configured, right? Doing its thing for us. So I started building a class down here. This is XUnit that I'm using to build my test and make sure that it's interacting appropriately. And we have a test kit that we can use to emulate the actor model hierarchy. So what I can do then is I can write sys actor of and go get an actor that we want and do some interaction with it. Now, for this, we need to go get our channel configuration, but our channel configuration Our channel configuration in our actor model hierarchy. Yeah, there's also a good point, Stealthy. You know what? Try something. Commit it to source code if it works. If it doesn't, commit it to Git if it works. If it doesn't work, roll back. That's what source control is for. Making something simple to use is one of the hardest things in the world. Amen to that. Indeed. So we have channel configuration here. So we can request when a channel configuration context, so it knows where and how to fetch that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually send in a get configuration for channel message. And it's going to return some sort of configuration. Now, for the purposes of this test, I need to be able to swap out that. So this channel configuration context, we'll be able to stub this. We'll be able to mock this out so that it returns a configuration that we expect that contains what we want. So let's see if we can, should get feature configuration. Let's change this name.
And then?
Yeah, right. When activating, no, come on now. Right, when activating, cool, okay. Public void should get feature configuration, right? Call it something like that. And this is going to be a test, so I'm going to mark it as a fact. So this fact attribute means that XUnit, our test framework, will identify this as something that we can test with. See that? I've taken back the stream. Sean Hasselhoff. I tell you. There you go, Calvin. Alright. So, how are we going to arrange this? So that we're returning... Well, this needs to implement that base test kit. No, I hit F11. I didn't want to build. No, no! Stop! Stop! No, don't do that. Yeah, I know. Okay, I wanted to F12. So this is, right, a way for us to set up all the other things that we are going to need in here. So I'm going to set up a protected constructor where we can set up things like that mock repository that I'm going to need in order to mock out this. For a Blazor test, you can use a test host. Yes, but I'm not testing the user interface yet. I'm just testing the model to make sure it's loading and managing things properly. So I'm going to set up a public mock repository, and we'll call that a mockery. Install package mock. I don't have mock installed here. Fine. Find it, install it. There we go. Come on. There it goes. And it put the using statement up there for me. Terrific. And this is a new mock repository. All right. So I'm going to mock behavior default. So I need to create that, right, for the channel configuration, channel configuration context, right? So configuration context equals, so I need to create a fake one of those that I can use, right? So now I've just created one of those. I need to add a reference to the orchestrator. Cool. And create the read-only field. Good, good, good. Created a repository for some Visual Studio snippets. Nice. I thought that created the read-only field. Do it. There it is. All right. So now I've got that context. Now I need to... I'll need to set up a configuration for it to return. Thank you for the follow, Ken Pryor. Appreciate you joining us, and I look forward to seeing you in the chat room. Yeah, test horse. No. So let's set up a protected method. Add channel configuration, and the channel configuration that's returned out of this object, right, is going to be, it's a channel configuration object, right? Here we go. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the follow, Calgo Moo. Welcome. It's good to meet you. And I look forward to seeing you in the chat room. Alright. So what I'll do is and I also need to write the name of the channel to return that. So let's also string channel name, right? So I can set up this mock pretty easily, right? I can say setup. Alright, so it's the context. When we have get configuration for channel for that channel name, we'll return that config. That's easy. And I'm going to create a property down here. Protected. And we'll call this configuration context. Right? Yes. No, it should be an I channel configuration context called configuration context. This is so I can reference and use this. Right? I'm going to return the configuration context object. Okay? So we have a way now that we create a mock configuration context where our configurations reside. We have a way to, as we're building our tests, define a configuration and make it so that when that's requested, it'll return it, and we can pass that configuration context into our actor model over there. Thank you for the follow. Is that Cubesos? Welcome. You want to see if I can pronounce your OS? I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. What would be good would be a moderator interface which lets you postpone OBS overlays until a mod has verified. That's not bad. That's a pretty good idea, Spicy Condiment. That's not bad. Give it like a 5 to 10 second delay for a moderator to approve. Not bad. Cubes OS. See now, that looked like a Spanish name. And if no mod verifies, then you get the blank name as it's currently shown. Not bad. Cubes OS, welcome. Okay, so I have now a way to set up that configuration. Okay. Okay, so to emulate over here, I don't think I even need. Well, nah. Hang on, let me look at this base test kit. So there's the message. Channel configuration, new channel configuration. This feels a little weird to me. Right, because I'm going to stand up this actor. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Don't need that. Yeah. It was here. So I'm not testing the actor itself. Right? I don't need to get it, but I need to put it out there. I need to make it available. Let's see if we can do something similar to this. over here. Right, so if we call this the config actor, that, let's add those two references here, so we get that. Core channel events command actor, chat command actor. No, we're going to be in not channel events. Channel configuration actor. Right? Yeah. And no, I don't have a props there. What happened with the resource management project? It's tabled for right now. We're going to come back to that. This felt like an interesting thing to pick back up on, so I shifted over here because it had been a few weeks since we'd been on this project. I need to get the configuration. I need to create that channel configuration that I want coming out of this, right? Here. Get configuration for channel. Right, I need a channel configuration. So it's not like that. I need system actor of, but it's not. Yeah, it's props.create. Right, the type of the actor is channel configuration actor, and the arguments to pass in. So that'll be base dot configuration context. And it should, now I should have the configuration actor available. Okay. So now I have the configuration actor. I need to, at some point, this is going to be the widget. User activity train model. User activity train model. Which, because this is a Blazor component base, doesn't have a constructor. But I'm going to fire the get widget configuration. Right, I'm going to run that. And what I want to do here is to say assert not null configuration. And I should actually be able to run that now and make sure that it breaks, that it fails, and that this is null, because I haven't written anything to get the widget configuration. That's what we've got to figure out here. So, okay, we're at a pretty good point here. I like to wait until about an hour in to do any kind of announcement things. I've been given the opportunity to... Yeah, I've been given the opportunity to give away a Live Coders jersey to a viewer, thanks to our friends at Custom Esports who made the jerseys. I'm going to make sure that I get folks, the Live Coders team sent out theirs, but we're going to run a contest in October. We'll run a giveaway, a little bit of a contest. I'm not sure exactly what, but we'll send out a Live Coders jersey to a viewer. So that'll be coming up here in about 3 weeks, and we'll make that happen. We'll share that with folks. But I want to make sure that the Live Coders who signed up, and we've got all their information to get their jerseys, and they've got theirs printed. We get theirs shipped out. I'm going to run a second run for any other Live Coders that want them in December, and we'll have those all sponsored and paid for. Yeah, we want you to be the talk of Thanksgiving meals. So the Live Coders jersey, it's right here. One of these. Brought to you by our friends at Content Lab, our sponsors, and it's got your channel name on the back. So, very fancy indeed. So, I've got 50 of those that I'm sending out, and taking a bunch of them. I'm taking about 25 of them with me to TwitchCon. So, all right. So this, why don't I have a little test doodad thing there? That looks good. XUnit, why are these coming up with, and now I feel shame. Right, I should be able to get the unit test deal popping up here. Where's my test runner? Test Explorer. No, I put it down here, that's why. Come on, load. Should show me the other project here. There it is. So here's the one that I just added. I need the doohickey. I need the thingamabob. Carrie's getting a jersey. So, yeah, definitely, Jay, I want to make sure you get one as well. Separate from the giveaway. We'll have one on... we'll have one that the sponsors will... Well, the sponsors paid for a lot of these, and we'll have them sent out. Yeah, the words. Words. There we go. Not null failure. Alright, so I'm properly now... I need to verify that we can get the configuration out of this. Now that channel configuration, not only is it a channel configuration, but I need to add a feature configuration. Right? Because this is user activity configuration. So feature configurations is an IEnumerable. So we need to have a new one of these. And because the set accessor is inaccessible. Prove it. Feature configurations equals new. Yeah, it's all right. So I should be able to just add to it, right? Yeah. So let's do new channel configuration like that. Right, and I should be able to say config.feature configurations add. And the key is right, user activity. Well, I can actually look at what the key is because we have it now being saved here. There we go. User activity configuration. Bazinga. I actually have that sound effect. I should have just played it. You know? Just... Oh wait, that's not it. Where'd it go?
Bazinga.
There it was. New user activity configuration. Okay. Channel name equals test channel is enabled. True. Type equals train type follows. Okay, so I've got a user activity configuration in there, and I'm expecting this to be that. Let's see. Ah, you're trying to overrun that words command. Look at that. Can't wait to have Visual Studio for real code, not just PHP, JavaScript, HTML, and Crystal reports. Oh, what do you mean, DJ Bass? You can use it great for Visual Studio Code, runs great for all of those. Okay, so now I need to actually run in and get the data, right? So how am I going to get the data out of the actor system here? Right? And how does the object know the actor system that it's interacting on? Right? So up here in our other configuration that we wrote, we have in our user interface, right, we have a way for it to, where'd it go? Components. For our configuration model here, right? Actor system there. Get configuration actor. We're going to be doing this. Actor system, actor selection, blah, blah, blah. There we go. So we're going to need to do that inside of here. Something like that. Right. Channel configuration actor. Oh no, it doesn't know what that is. Oh man. We've got a circular reference here. How are we going to do that? Yes, C short. This is an ASP.NET project. We're writing Blazor components. So it's C# with HTML. And this is server-side Blazor. This will run on the server. But you can also use these same components to run on the client as well. This standard features project is out here. These actors, channel configuration actor instance path, is stored somewhere else. And the plot thickens.
Put the candle back.
We need to put that data somewhere higher in our hierarchy so that it can be located and used by other libraries, right? Because channel configuration actor is here. This is in the project that depends on that standard features project where our user activity train is. So this needs, the contents of that location needs to be visible. So how do we do that? Right? There's an instance. Where'd it go? Right, I thought we had channel configuration actor instance path. Oh, that's channel manager actor. Wrong one. There, it has a static called instance path right there. Put it in a module. Yeah, I think you're right, Cubes. Put some sort of a configuration module down here in our core project that has all of our domain data so that we can get to it. And I'm tempted to put it here with the bot configuration. I think that's not a bad idea. Oops. Channel configuration instance path. Rightness is so cheesy, but I think it works. Channel configuration actor. So instead of storing it here, what we'll do is we'll return bot configuration like that. And we'll make this a private set. Bot configuration, yes, equals value. So now it's stored over there, and I can access that directly here. Huh? What do you think? Look at that. I need to put a using statement in there, so now... Yeah. Actor system. What am I missing here? Take care, Dee Dee. Good to see you. So up in, where'd it go? In my component, right? It was here. This actor system is, oh, it's being injected right there. Oh boy. we're going to need to inject the actor system. Okay. Well, we can do that because this is just another model.
My.
Right? We can. There it is. So we've injected another actor, the actor system. So now down here, right, this will return an actor ref. Let's call this config actor ref, so that I know that it's not a complete object. Okay. Yes, .NET Conf is going to be amazing. TBD Framework asks, what DI framework is this using? This is using the standard ASP.NET dependency injection framework. It's just that for Blazor components, when it creates them, it injects using property injection because it can't do constructor injection. Okay, so I have that. So now I should be able to, just like over here, do this. Something like that. Configuration equals, I'm going to ask for channel configuration, right? And this is now returning the wrong type. This should, I don't want to await this. Get awaiter, get result. I want this to be synchronous. New get configuration for channel. Yes, that's a message. Over here. This. So I'm using the appropriate namespace. There we go. Now, I don't have user identity name, but I do have the channel name that this is being requested for. Because I don't want you necessarily to be logged in for it. Okay. Now that's the wrong type. Haha, here we go. So I'm going to say, let's call this channel configuration. And I'm going to save off that configuration equals channel configuration, feature configurations, name of user activity configuration as user activity configuration. Does that work? I can find out by just running my unit test. There it goes, building. Cube says, I wrote in VB from Win95 until WinXP, then I got tired of Windows design problems and moved to Linux. Okay, more power to you, Cubes. I hope you're enjoying that. In October, we're going to be spending the entire month working with .NET on Linux. And I've got a bunch of different content suggestions between using Windows subsystem for Linux, the new Windows terminal, the new Visual Studio Code interactions with the Windows terminal and the Windows subsystem for Linux to show running Linux in Windows and not as part of a VM. Just run it as one thing. Yes, that'll be Ubuntober coming up in just a few weeks. So I'm still getting a not null coming out of this, right? So I can take a look at Test Explorer. Can I get a little bit more information? No. Okay, so this should get feature configuration. So it's... Oh, wait, you know what? I don't think it's injecting... I don't think I injected the actor system here. When does WSL2 drop? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. This dot sys, right? That's the actor system. There we go. So now I have the appropriate actor system for this, and I can rerun. I could run live unit testing, and it would rerun this for me each time. But I want you to see that you can rerun these. Yeah, it should be in the next Windows update, which would be sometime in the fall for WSL2. Here we go. It's executing. You can see that because of the little spinner, it's actually running. Come on, help me out here. Come on. It's magic. Make it work for me. Do it. Do it now. Yes, Windows Terminal and Cascadia font are Cascadia Code font, like you're seeing me use here. They are available right now. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. I have a feeling it's not finding my object here. I think I broke it. I think I broke it. How many years of development do I have? I've been writing code for the better part of 20 years. Right, it's somewhere down in here is where it's getting getting stuck. Let's debug and step into this, see what we can find. Yeah, I broke it. So fortunately, we have a fine debugger we can use. It is a long 407 milliseconds. You're not wrong. So let's back up, run the debugger, see if we can figure out where this is. Here we go. Get widget configuration. So this actor system is right here. Config actor, this should be a thing that's available for us. So I'm expecting to get the config actor coming out of this because we created it in the act. Oh, wait a sec. Did we create it? Did we attach it? Right? Actor system, actor selection, bot configuration, channel configuration, instance path. Well, there you go. That's null. It didn't set that. Right? That should be set when this happens. Right? This should happen. Over here. Right, well let's... Where did it go? System actor of that. We didn't have to install it, it was just there. Yeah. Let me try that test again. Let's debug into it and see if we can see why it's not going. Hey, Gooseman is here. How's it going there, Eric? Good to see you.
Everything is awesome.
Because Talk to Me Gooseman is here. Of course. Of course. He heard about our new friend Sean Hasselhoff and came looking. Maybe? That's interesting. This system actor of didn't actually create it. Right? This is an actor reference. But it didn't actually, right? Channel configuration actor, it didn't hit this. Oh, well, now maybe it did. So now instance path is that. Right, which means bot configuration, right? So that, okay, so that value is there. I think we have an order of events thing going on here. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. I feel like I've wasted so much time just trying to get this to work. Right, I want this to... Right, I'm just doing an actor of. This came back immediately. Right? Where here, it's like it's going and trying to find it, but it hasn't actually activated yet. I didn't want to do that one. So I'm kind of facing this order of events issue. Yeah, it's a race condition, Stelzy. That it hasn't actually activated yet. Come on. There we go. Get widget. So I'm already past creating the config. Right now I'm in here and now I'm asking the actor system for something. And it's activating the object. Right? It doesn't even know which one I need, and now it's activating it. Part of me thinks I need to prime the pump over here. Right? So I've added the configuration actor here. Right, if I just ask for an actor, right? I don't even want to. No? How do I get this, ensure that it's started, because I've hit this? Right, and that it's actually activated the channel configuration object. Right, if I try and do the actor selection here, that it's doing there, it's not loaded yet. I mean, I could be a... Right, that's not going to return anything, and it shouldn't error out on me either. Right, it's kind of like, well, just prime the pump. Get it to do something. Oh my gosh, Raiders! Look out! Hello, thank you so much, Stoicsoft. Appreciate the raid. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow. No. Wrong command. We're not raiding leaving. Folks are arriving. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for the follow. Strays and Stoicsoft. Yes, there you go. Defend. You can defend the channel. 57 Raiders just joined us over there. 57? 54 Raiders just joined us from Stoicsoft. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome, Raiders. My name is Jeff Fritz, and we're writing a little bit of code today using the actor model, Blazor, and .NET Core 3. And I'm trying to write a unit test here that'll exercise and build some configuration for us. So thank you so much for those follows. Welcome, Mika. And who else is here? Let's see. Doug the Coder, riding the raid train today. Indeed. Live Coders hype. Oh, yeah. Lipe Lima, welcome. Thank you for those follows. All those followers are helping us reach our follower goal here. 8,000 before November, and I'm going to dye my beard rainbow for Dev Intersection in November. But for every 100 followers we get, so when this gets to 7,800, I'll mail out a sticker pack to a lucky viewer. So it'll be tremendous. So I've got, there we go, do this. Thank you so much for that follow. Terminal Bash, welcome. It's still not executing in the right order. It still didn't execute this. Because even when I step in, now it hits the channel configuration actor activation. Stelzy was saying something, I need an indie hat? No. Oh, an Indiana Jones hat, maybe. Oh my gosh, Clownfish, welcome. Thank you for the follow. All the new followers riding the follow train. Very nice. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Just bounce around. Make sure everything's okay. Good. You want to help and join in the conversation, but I myself do not understand any of this. Yeah, and I do understand that I'm way deep in the weeds on this. And I'm trying to get this right. This is an actor model thing where, right, this object is being instantiated, added into an actor system. And an actor system is this hierarchy that will manage the instances of these objects in my code across threads, hosts, applications, and allow me to coordinate communication between them. So it allows me to create multi-threaded applications without all the mess and goo and yak shaving involved around managing threads and those types of things. So yeah, Doug the Coder, Actor provides a little bit of a design pattern. It's an architecture pattern, and Akka, that's the framework we're using, helps support and provide that for us. So we're trying to learn and figure out, and that's why I'm trying, and we're extending, going into something that isn't quite comfortable, right? So we can learn about that, right? Why doesn't this return properly? Why doesn't this activate when I tell it to, right? I told it, I want one of these right here. Make me one of these things. That's what actor of does, right? This says, go create one. And it's not. Right? So, why, right? I can force the name of this, right? Test config, and it hopefully will create one of these things before I get down here and I'm actually trying to create it. So I can run my test here, and this is just a little test scenario to say, well, set this up and execute these things, and I can hopefully run through this. That would be tremendous to do. Let's see. You're welcome, JTF-ILS. How do you pronounce that? Is that JT Fills? Let me know. So look, I got down to this point where I'm trying to get the widget configuration. I'm going to step in. It's calling get widget configuration, but this hasn't executed yet. Right now it's trying to find it, and it doesn't have a thing here. Similarly, right, I tried to do the exact same thing right here, and that executed properly. Thank you for the follow, Callie Moss. Appreciate you joining us, and I look forward to seeing you in the chat room. Someone should PR a Sean command. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A Sean command would be fun. Don't tell him. Okay. So I'm doing literally the same thing here. And I'm doing it that I'm doing inside of, right? It's just not activating in time. Or did it work that time? Where did my tests go? Right? Where'd my test window go? Test? Test Explorer? Now it's over here. Okay, hey, wait a sec. That time it worked properly. But it's still, right, I'm in a weird state of it not resolving properly, right? This, yeah, it should have that should just return get widget configuration. This should step through, get the object for me and return it here. Get the configuration, and set it down here. So if I come down to here somewhere, right? Let's just test on that one. And this is why I like having the debugger hooked up for when I'm running these tests, is I can actually step in, figure out what's working, what isn't, and poke at that a little bit and try and get it to work. Is sys actor selection happening asynchronously? That's what I thought. Is that Isolde's Night? I think that's how you pronounce that. It does feel like an async concurrency issue, but it doesn't. Because it's not running. It looks like it's asynchronous, but it's not. It doesn't have the async await there. So get widget configuration. Look, this is already true. It shouldn't be. Right, so instance path, get this, and we're stopped. I'm not at another breakpoint. But this thinks it passed. That's a problem. Go back over here. Right? So that's all synchronous. This right, sys actor of, that's not asynchronous. So that should be fine. Actor selection, that should be fine, right? Up to this point, I'm all synchronous. That should be just fine up to that point. I'm not running async. I'm not running out of process, out on a different thread. So, let's see. Let's see if we can figure out where this is. So running, right, we're waiting for it to pass over and start executing our method here. That's what the little clock means here. It hasn't started running it yet. But, okay, look, it's already marked as passing, even though it's still executing. That's not right. New user activity train model. Right. So now at that point, look, did you see that? It set the channel instance. Oh, no, it didn't. It did set that. And now we're kind of hung. We're in some sort of out of sync. Oh, that's interesting. All right. Chat room, help me out here. Right, this should happen synchronously. Config actor should be a thing here, right? Debugging and stopping there. Right? Let me see what happens here when I just run and try and get the actor object so we can attach to it. And we're going to stop in about 10 minutes so I can get set up for the dev intersection show. So if you've just joined us, like our Raider friends that just joined us, and that's okay if you did, I'm going to be hosting Dev Intersection, virtual Dev Intersection on the Dev Intersection channel right after this with my co-host Carrie Payette. You see her in chat. She's C Payette out there. And our guest today is Scott Hanselman. Folks in the chat room thinks he goes by a different name, but yes, him. He'll be joining us. Thank you for the shout out, Hugo. So at this point, right, I'm the actor ref up here. So I hope you join me over on the other channel in just a little bit. So I'm requesting, test config is what I'm trying to get at here. I mean, I guess I could force that path into this, right? I could force that, couldn't I? Right? Could I say that equals config actor dot path to kind of force the issue? That might work, right? Sleepy Bear. Yes, absolutely. You can always ask something. This is an AMA channel. All questions are always welcomed here. Please. And we have a great group of folks there that are happy to answer questions in the chat room, and we have a Discord for folks as well. Thank you for the follow, BioPress. I appreciate that. As the follower train continues. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. I really enjoy this community that we've built here. And talking with you, collaborating with you. Doing ACA actor stuff or what? Yep, that's what we're doing. Last resort, you can write a disk and pull it back. That is very slow. You're right, Cube. Can I just call you Cube? Is that okay? Let me know. Okay, so at this point, right, so, yep, I have that. So now get widget configuration. Right, path. Yep, that's the path. Okay, step out of that. Did it get a... All right. So it tried to do an ask for that and didn't get anything. Uh-oh. Ask for channel configuration with a new message configuration for channel. For the channel... Wait a sec, why is channel name null? Oh, I didn't set the channel name. Stand by. Alright, so when we created the user activity train model, we also have to set the channel name equals that so that it matches the one that we're requesting, right? Should not be set out of its component. Should not, could not, it is. Right? Don't freak out here, Blazor. I know what I'm doing. I'm what they call an expert. Maybe? Sleepy Bear says, I have HTML with the JavaScript minigame. How can I in Lua, make a trigger to open the minigame and create a function to open the minigame in JavaScript? Wow. Lua's a little outside of my expertise. Maybe somebody in chat can help out with that. Mancow, you just missed the explanation for that. The actors are good for isolating our business logic so that we can stand up appropriately those actors and have them managed for us across threads, host processes, applications, machines, and allow them to communicate and coordinate with each other. So I should have I don't have a channel configuration here. Channel name, that's correct. Config actor ref, ask for a channel configuration. So why didn't No, wait a sec. Ask. The type on the ask is supposed to be right. This is supposed to be this is supposed to be channel configuration actor, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh no, config actor ask for a channel configuration, new get configuration. That should have returned a channel configuration, but it didn't. Why didn't that do anything? Did it actually hit my channel configuration actor? Get configuration for channel. I wanted to see it hit here. Right? Now I feel weird because now I'm kind of down in the terms of in the bowels of the actor model, trying to figure out why this isn't communicating and loading properly during my test. Let's see here. Yeah, we're almost done. We're almost out of time here. Come on, test. And I'm not paused anywhere, so it's still building. Okay, okay. Right, you can see the green bar here, it's building. It's interesting to me that my mouse disappears, depending on where in Visual Studio it is. You know? Yes, live unit testing is cool. That's a feature of Visual Studio Enterprise Edition, where it will actually build and run tests as your code changes. Here we go. So get widget configuration. Step through here. Yeah, it is trying to get configuration for channel. Fantastic. So context, that's my mock context. Get configuration for channel. Message, channel name. So I had set up on this that get configuration for channel, right? Is that a thing? No, it didn't. Okay, hang on. So this is my mock context. Invocations 1, right? Get configuration for channel, test channel, right? That's this. That's what was passed in. Okay. We're so close. So close. Right, there it is. What it should... Oh, it has a return value of null. I thought I set up the return value for that. Okay, hang on. Where did it go? User activity configuration, system actor of... I set up the channel configuration and I never made it available. Right, that was in here. Add channel configuration. Config. Right, so that it's available. So it oh my gosh. Was it... So do you follow... Let's see. Config of... Oh, I forgot the channel name. Which is test channel. So I can set that up appropriately. Yes, our friend InstaFluff is working on an HTML JavaScript game right now. I feel like this should be a constant. Do you mind, chat room? I'm going to make this a constant. Constants I like to make all uppercase also. Const string. Right, this way it's just easier to ensure that it's always the same. Here we go, let's see what happens. Okay, debug, debug, debug. Come on. And... Okay, get widget configuration, good. Step in there. Get widget configuration for test channel, good. We've got configuration. It's returning that configuration. And we've got it. Fantastic, so my test works now. Oh my goodness. So if I, where'd it go? I want to clear all delete all breakpoints. Yes, please. So now I can run all my tests, and it should execute and find everything. Doozy Dan! Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you joining us. Let's ship it. Yeah, absolutely. So I hope that makes sense a little bit what we went through there. We were trying to figure out, we want to make sure that we were appropriately getting configuration from our actor model set of objects. And our actor model is a very complex set of business logic and how it interacts with where configuration is stored, so that across processes, across various concerns, whether it's our Blazor component here or its user interface that's going to be maintaining those objects, we go through the same configuration object. So we took this painstaking task here to go get this channel configuration actor that acts and manages the configuration for each channel that the distributed bot will manage. Excuse me. So this way, I've verified that the channel configuration actor can be prompted, can have that data fetched out of it appropriately and presented to my widget that I'm going to be presenting on screen. So my model here, what I should be able to do if I've done this right, I should be able to put something on screen that shows, hey, I did a thing here, there's something happening. Right, I might even be able to reach into user activity configuration and just write something on screen real quick, just to verify and give that last bit to indicate that this works. And this is under my standard features here. So what I can do is, right, let's just put if base dot configuration is null. Look at that, it turned that double equals with the ligature. Span waiting. Let's just output train type, and we'll say at base.configuration type toString. Let's just see if that works. So I'm going to end up going to /widgets/train, and we should see this here. Thank you for the follow, Paul Rennan. I appreciate you joining us, Paul. Hope you're having a good time writing some code together with us, learning about the actor model and Blazor. There we go. Load it up. So this is an ASP.NET Core web server. This will run on Windows, Mac, or Linux. And next month, we'll be spending all month in various flavors, implementations of Linux, between Ubuntu, Windows subsystem for Linux, and using a bit of the Windows terminal, and a whole lot of Visual Studio Code and VI. Why VI? I like VI. VI is the one that I prefer here. So I should be able to go to /widgets train C# Fritz. There we go. We got it. There it is. Our configuration for this channel is sitting here in a configuration folder. We're just saving these files to disk. We'll eventually persist them to some NoSQL data store. But this is a type 1 feature configuration, a type 1 user activity. And if we look at the user activity configuration here, type 101 is subscription. It loaded it from disk, grabbed it from the configuration, and put it into our widget here. So, what have we learned? We have all the things now so that we can update our user interface, so we can build and do this interaction. Our next steps are going to be to build a timer to listen for when these events occur and to provide some sort of animation on screen, whether it's just moving an image across the screen or having a little box with a number in it that counts up. But we now have all the pieces that we need to get this working, and I feel really good about that. So let's clean up what we've got here. Let's save off these changes. We have our... and then we're going to get ready for dev intersection is what we're going to do. So I have all my code, as always, is on my GitHub. So let's load stuff back up to GitHub. It's always a good idea to commit your changes when you're done, right? Save it off so you can roll back and reference appropriately. Thank you for the GitHub command there. Finished loading configuration for the user activity widget. And I'm going to sign this because I am paranoid that I make sure that I share with you verified commits. There we go. Now it's available, all the code that we worked on here today. So if you want, you can go dig it up and take a look at it. I am not going to raid today because we're going to transition right over to dev intersection in just a few minutes. Our friend Carrie Payette's out there. I am going to step away for just a second, get things set up. I hope you join me over on the dev intersection channel. There's the channel. I'm just going to set up a host to route over there, and we'll be starting in just a few minutes. All right there? Thanks so much, everybody, for joining. Yes, he will be joining us in just a few minutes. And thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I'm going to throw a host. Can I do a raid to a channel that's not running? Let's see. I'm going to do a host right over to dev intersection. There it comes. Fantastic, everybody. We'll see you soon. Take care.